in Discord.
We are live.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to the Final Alpha Overwatch League Season number 11 Grand Finals. Tonight, we've got Alexander Hammondton taking on Spicy Boiz to see who will be our Season number 11 champions. We see the hype train already arrived in chat. Twigs with the subscription, Shaka Khan with the subscription, Billy the Game Goat with the subscription. Thank you all so much, gentlemen, for kicking us off with a bang here. And this is that one. Dan Guy joining the booth tonight for the triple cast with Taco and Phantom Tones. How are you doing tonight, gentlemen?
Hanging in there, man.
Hanging in there and thriving. That sounds about right for the vibe for finals. We've got a couple of teams hanging in here tonight. One of them is going to be thriving by the end of the night. We'll see how it goes. Thanks once and for all to Macnar for putting on the stream here tonight so that we can watch all the chaos unfold before us here this evening. But we have got Hammondton in the blue here, going to be on the first defense once we get past our beginning map. It's going to be Lijiang for control, if I'm not mistaken, here on the first night. Indeed, it will be. Spicy Boiz going to be running against them here. It's going to be Blue 17, Toaster of an Banging My Drums, Biggie Twig, and Symphonia John for the lineup of Hammondton, unless we get any last-second swaps here. And then we've got the Spicy Boiz with Iron Brew, Omnibus, Foxem, Heroic, El Dorada, and Reckless. So we got Dorada and Reckless on the support lineup, expecting to see possibly some Lucio Baptiste or some Ana Mercy with that lineup going against Biggie Twig and Symphonia John. Always going to see Biggie Twig on probably the Ana or the Moira, his specialty there. Symphonia John flexing on the Lucio, some things like that. And gentlemen, I hear we have to say something nice about Shaka Khan.
I'm told to say it in a Toad voice.
Okay.
So
Billy will be the judge of you here.
I will lean away from my mic and say, "Hello! Shaka's wonderful!" That was awful. I need to listen to Aaron Hansen do it and then try again.
Come on, Keegan!
I think that was excellent.
I won't let your intestines fall out anymore!
Oh, God.
And I must say, what a wonderful day to finish this season number 11 on. We've got plenty of Feels Birthday Man here in the league. Shaka Khan, Banging My Drums, and Fox Man all have birthdays today, so hype them up in the chat. Thank them so much. I see Shaka Khan already there. I know Banging My Drums going to be in and out of this game here tonight, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Fox Cumulus has to work, unfortunately. But if you see him, wish him a happy birthday. Hype them up. They deserve it. They're all wonderful people for this here league. But just as soon as we get... See, Sauceball's got the spec. PBB8 should be the spec for Hammondton. And then we should be about ready to go as soon as we get the R's from both teams. We'll be underway with Lijiang Tower for game number 1 of the Grand Finals. Gentlemen, any predictions here tonight?
Not a single one.
I think... Okay, it's tough because, like, obviously Spicy Boiz have been playing really good Overwatch because they're here.
Absolutely.
But we have also seen Hammondton absolutely face roll a whole lot of people, myself included, the last couple weeks. So I feel like momentum-wise, I wouldn't be surprised to see Hammondton face roll a little bit again. But I also think Spicy Boiz have Iron Brew, the Hammond. So, like, who's going to beat the Hammond if not the Hammond, you know?
A very fair point. And right now, with the way the meta is shaking out, Dive, very effective. You know, the Winston is strong these days. We'll have to see how that plays out. You know, pair the monkey with the hamster. You get a pretty potent dive offense and or defense there. Now, I will say from a team cohesion standpoint, though, we've got some nice unified player icons that you guys will see here in a few moments. But Alexander Hammondton has taken it a step farther. If you are a member of the league and you can see it in the Discord, they've all gone ahead and taken on the persona of their beloved team captain. Toaster's face is everyone's icon in Discord right now, and these are the memes that I'm here for.
I need to tab out and look at that in a sec.
But here we go. We'll see if it pays off for him. Lijiang Tower Control Center going to be up first. So I'm expecting we're going to see some Ryan Zarya action. Perhaps still a bit of Hamster from the side of Iron Brew. It can definitely get some big displacement value here, roll through the back line, and get some easy isolation targets. But we'll have to see what goes on. We got 10 seconds until point unlocks. But, gentlemen, we're about to get underway with the season number 11 grand finals. We'll see if Taco is right with his prediction there of Hammondton, or will the Spicy Boys take home the championship? Iron Brew indeed going to be on the Zarya, Omnilus over to the Ryan, Fox M with the Reaper, Heroic with his signature Doom Fist. And then we're seeing the double main heals. Oh, no, not quite. Reckless going to swap over to the Lucio. He'd considered the Ana for a moment. Eldorado not going to rock the trusty Baptiste, but instead go for the Moira. So full-blown death ball from the Spicy Boys, going against a very full-blown death ball from the side of Alexander Hammondton. Biggie Twig going to opt for the Ana over the Moira, though, so we'll have to see how it works with him staying a little bit deeper in the flank. But
Yeah,
we're
it'd be
underway
interesting
with
to
fight
see,
one.
you know, death ball into death ball, but with Biggie Twig kind of standing in the back and playing a little safer, less frontliney healer with Ana. It'll be interesting to see how those frontline fights go.
Definitely.
When there's
See them both
more or less a
converge.
5v6 with one dude shooting from the back.
Oh, and the early kills from both the DPS of the side of Spicy Boys. Symphonia John and Toaster Oven go down early, and when you lose your Lucio first, it's just going to be a matter of time before you get run down by the enemy team with speed still on their side.
You know, they must have heard me say Hammondton's been looking good because they came out swinging. They said, no sir.
We do see the immediate swap from Banging My Drums over to the Junkrat, Biggie Twig over to the Moira, so they're opting to go a little bit closer together and a little bit more burst damage, so not upset to see that. The early pick on Iron Brew by Blue 17 should get them the push, and now Heroic falls, so here comes Hammondton with the two-man advantage, stampeding down the hallway here.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that was a good switch from Banging My Drums. He got a lot of utility out of that Junkrat, a lot of spam damage, turned into some kills.
60% ult already. Talk
Yeah.
about value there.
I mean, he switched after first fight and is already on par with both supports for getting his ult. Like, that's, you can't beat that.
You'll love to see it. And speaking of, we did see Eldorado go ahead and commit the Coalescence there. So they're going to be down that for this here fight. But the Grav gets online and immediately sent out. But the Shatter to counter hits 4! Omnibus will get taken down. The Spicy Boys not able to capitalize. A good attempt at the counter Shatter. It was fat, but it was not enough to get over Blue 17's Graviton there.
I think
Grabbed, you're
really-
too powerful, man.
Yeah, it's really a testament to something that I think Hammondton does really well as a team. As soon as a fight is over, they're ready for the next one. They're constantly talking about what's going to happen next, and I think that's really big in these kind of scrappy fights.
And it helps right now when you get these moments of chaos. Both Lucio's down, each team down 2. Heroic does die, but as does Toaster Oven. The Grav comes in, it finds none. It did find Banging My Drums, but he gets blasted out of it immediately. 50% capture progress now for the side of Hammondton. And Spicy Boys still have not quite capped this point. Symphonia John stalling it out for what it's worth. That'll be 60% progress as we trade it back over to the 30 of the Spicy Boys. 3 ultimates online for him, though. This is going to be possibly a bit of an ult fiesta. With 5 online, the Reaper, the Lucio, they might pop it for the tire. If they do, it's a mistake. I think Reckless is going to have the better reaction time than that, but we'll have to see if the panic beat comes out. Looks like we're going to lead with the Death Blossom and the Meteor Strike.
Yeah, and Symphonia John with a really smart beat there, but just a second too late means Banging My Drums is out of the fight.
Absolutely, and then it gives the opportunity. Omnibus there. They bought all the frontline space with that Blossom, and Omnibus throws the Shatter, but gets killed in the
Honestly, that was a long enough fight. Banging My Drums was back in it before it was over, so he ends up actually being a part of it because he died early enough.
And right there, we see 3 ultimates committed for the side of Spicy Boys, and they still lose that fight to just a Coalescence and a beat. So now 3 on the side of Hammondton. They've got the Grav Tire, they've got the High Noon available from This should be another fight win, and if it's a long one, it might be the last fight before a stagger phase. Oh, the Graviton comes in, Toaster throws in the Shattered for good measure. It does knock someone over in the back, if I'm not mistaken, but Eldorado gets the Coalescence off, and that's going to be a fight win for Spicy Boys. Well played there to survive the grab, just not the best placement from Blue, I think.
Yeah, and Banging My Drums was just a second early with that ult.
Yes, indeed. Not quite the right timing there. Putting it in that hallway too, it made a really nice choke point that either side of Spicy Boys had to look. You know, they weren't getting shot at from 360. They didn't have anybody available to flank really. So they get to survive the grab and win the fight. And now we're in the last fight as both teams up past 99. The backline shatter only finds blue, but Omnibus will get traded out in the process. Spicy Boys now down 2. They do manage to get 1 on Symphonia John to make it only down 1 man in this fight. Heroic will fall. Gets 1 with the Deadeye. Iron Brew not alive on the Zarya. Heroic the only one approaching an ultimate for the side of Spicy Boys. This is a bit of panic time. Omnibus goes down late, and Alexander Hammondton should be taking map 1 here.
Yeah, Fox with the tracer touch, but...
Well done there. Does the triple blink on the point. Gets killed by the fire strike, though. Isn't enough. Iron Brew on the ball. The beat comes down from Symphonia. John, I respect it. It's last fight. Might as well burn it. We'll see if it costs him, though.
Iron Brew spinning to win.
You know, he is a very, very good ball player, but sometimes spin to win is just the play.
You know, it
don't
can
think it's
stall for
enough.
quite a while, but indeed it will not be enough there, Bronson. As we see, Toaster Oven drops the shatter, knocks over a couple, and that'll be the cleanup for Alexander Hammondton. Point number 1 in their favor.
Yeah. And just ridiculously close, ridiculously scrappy. Exactly what I want to see in grand finals.
Absolutely. Alexander Hammondton's out here with a great show of force on round 1.
Absolutely. And both of these teams doing a good job of recovering from lost fights in general, though, I would say. I mean, we saw that, I believe it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 96 to 100 by the end of Control Center.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
definitely a good, even matchup here. And plenty of engagement and hype from the folks in the chat here tonight. Have you all been keeping an eye on this copy pasta?
Haven't.
Y'all are killing it.
Dang, I gotta get Twitch open.
Looks like we're going to see the dive come out from Spicy Boys. Iron Brew and Omnibus felt that monkey ball at the very end there. We'll see how it works out for him. Gets picked early from the clean shot by the Hanzo Master. Call him Robin Hood, folks. Fox M gets the first pick. Nice and easy on the enemy Reaper. Toaster Oven charges in to try to cut off that turret, but no follow-up from the team. It takes a long time to die, and now he's going to have one
I am
more
really
cooldown.
interested in these DPS picks from both teams. I mean,
So
Reaper
far-
is Reaper. We're going to see him every game. But Hanzo, May, and Torb on this
Honestly,
map is fascinating.
Right now, what we've got going on for the side of Spicy Boys is some comfort picks and a Torb.
And a Torb.
I mean, we have seen Heroic play a fair bit of Torbjorn this season, but
That was actually the
definitely
name of my ska band.
comfort picks and Torb.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. But you see it already. Foxham already has the Dragons ready to go. Reckless 75% to the beat. So clean alt charge for the side of Spicy Boys all the way around.
No
Baby
grab
Twig
throw.
gets picked early again. Foxham is just deleting with this Hanzo.
I'm gonna see the zoning dragons as there is no grab for them.
We do see the Shatter comes down though. No grab available, but the Hammer all the same, but it'll cost Toaster Oven his life. You know, I think they're pretty okay with not having the grab here, Bronson. They're playing fairly mobile heroes. The Hanzo should have a reasonable time getting out of it. Everybody else high mobility aside from the Torbjorn, so as long as he kind of plays backline and chill, Blue 17 not going to be too much of a scare on the Zarya there. You see him already switch over to the Hog, trying to deal with the ball and the Winston.
No doubt, no doubt.
Honestly, I think what they might be struggling with is banging my drums on the May means that they have no long-range damage. You see Hanzo there throwing in the Dragons early. Foxheim doesn't find any with the kill, but it is a good zone. The beat comes out from Reckless. Not quite sure why there. They just survived the Coalescence, I suppose. Eldorado going to answer with one of his own now, and that's a hard push through White Room in the face of a Moira ult.
Oh, absolutely.
See right now, it feels like the May swap just not getting enough value. You see him only 76% on the way to his first ult. And the walls have been, honestly, slowing down Hammondton more than they have been cutting off or isolating Spicy Boys here.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, the molten core from Heroic trying to block off point. It's going to make it a difficult entrance. We do see the Death Blossom find two.
Pick out of the Death Blossom.
They combo the beat with it, trying to keep that Reaper alive. No CC from the other side. And it might be enough. Spicy Boys trying to clean it up here in the final fight. The spin to win coming through from the hamster, but they'll get it all the way to 99 before the loss here. And that means one fight territory. They've got dragons, they've got mines, they've got primal rage. This is going to be a difficult hold for Hammondton. They do have the Blizzard and the Coalescence, though, so they can zone point for at least about half a fight worth of time.
Yeah, and I think, like you're saying, I mean, the May's not getting them nearly as much as it needs to. And last map, it's not like we saw two messy teams go 99 to 99. It was two teams playing very clean. So when you make a switch like that and you're not getting the value out of it, you can pay pretty big for it when both teams are playing so clean. And I think that's really what we see. You know, that's how Spicy Boys end up 99 to 0 before that retake.
We see the mines and the Coalescence.
Oh, but most of the mines ended up on high.
Oh man, yeah, they're stuck up in the ceiling. Unfortunate for Iron Brew. The dragons come through as well from Fox M, so just the Winston ultimate left online in play right here after Reckless throws in the beat. We do see the Molten Core charge up, and that's going to be a big zone on point. The Death Blossom doesn't find anything from and this is quite a chaotic fight, which is not turning in the favor of Alexander Hammondton. The bomb doesn't find anything. A good shield from Omnilus saves a couple of lives there.
I think the biggest issue here is Hammondton is playing this comp that we've seen a lot right now in Pro Blayon on ladder. I don't know if y'all follow tier 2, tier 3, but this Winston, Diva, Reaper, Sombra, Lucio, Moira is very, very popular, but I don't think May as a replacement for the Sombra is doing what it needs to do for the comp. And we're ending up just getting kind of like a less effective version of that death ball idea.
Absolutely, and this is a thing that you see where it's just not enough kill potential. You can get the isolation, you can get the CC out of it the same as you would a hack, but you just don't get the damage potential. So I'll be interested to see if Banging My Drum sticks with it. He did get some reasonable value out of the Junkrat, and now on Gardens, it's a little bit more of a viable pick. But it looks like we're going to get the Sombra start from trying to probably zap right over to point.
The different levels of, like, excitement with which people say,
Honestly, seeing how well he played with the Junkrat on first point, I'd love to see Banging My Drum switch back over. I think
I agree.
it's definitely a huge comfort pick for him.
Definitely.
I think it'd be very... He definitely got more value as the Junkrat than he is as the May. As
Certainly.
they capture...
but Hammondton does end up taking it, yeah.
And he's got the hard choke points now, especially after winning first fight. Now you see Spicy Boys are going to have to aggress on them, and a Junkrat can just fire through and own an entire doorway easily. We see them all going coast here.
Big
The boop on Toaster Oven, and that means they're going to spread right on point as fast as possible here. Omnilus goes ahead and jumps on into the back line, tickling away. Will fall as we're Banging My Drums. And this is going to be the Mines and the Hanzo ult on the line for the next defense here. Spicy Boy should be able to clean this one up without anything.
But Symphonia John's ride or die again. He is going to go down to Torbjorn. Or no.
This is such a testament to the power of comfort picks. I mean, putting Fox and Iron Brew on these comfort picks, just immediately, they play so clean.
Oh, absolutely.
Have you guys played with Oz alt account yet?
I can't say that I have.
He has an alt account that's... It's just
Oh no, that's blue. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
that's blue. Yeah,
Is that blue?
Repeating
Yeah.
beast, yeah.
We see the off-angle dragons come right through the high ground
get out
of the mines.
Well, he's going to take Symphonia John with those dragons.
Excellent kill, and especially to find the Lucio there. He doesn't have beat online. Used it in the last fight, it would appear, but you know, you knock out the speed, you make it so that you have full mobility advantage with Reckless still alive, and that's a good pick from Fox M. Now we do see the Winston ults, the Moira ult, and the Lucio ult all available. Molten Core soon to follow, so we might see it come out of a choke point if Heroic finds the right spot. Here it goes, right through the side, and now they're not going to be able to leave this side entrance. Reckless goes ahead to commit the beat. It will find 5 with the armor. Enough to hopefully keep Omnilus alive. No, and he decides not to invest the Primal Rage. A little bit confident in the team here. Might cost him the back cap possible on points. Symphonia John just goes ahead and dips on over. But too fast is Iron Brew on the Hammond. They do find 2 kills in the rotation, though. This fight not entirely lost by Alexander Hammondton. They've got point presence and the flip. Well played on the rotation there by Hammondton.
Yeah, but Iron Brew does have mines, and we do have a big monkey to knock people into those mines.
Yes,
Not the most popular ult combo, but definitely one that can be effective.
and 4 ults coming up from the side of Alexander Hammondton, though. They do have the beat for when that comes down. They've got the Coalescence if they want to get aggressive, the Bomb, the Winston ulti, and probably the Visor soon, and the Blade. We'll see if I can pop off.
Right on to point.
Iron Brew out with the coast flank.
He will get one with the mines. It finds Biggie Twig, who had the Coalescence up and running. But trades on both sides there. We see dueling Primal Rage.
Happy fight. But right now, Spicy Boiz with 4.
No, friends, we walked in with, if I'm not mistaken, 8 or 9 ultimates, and we're gonna leave with 1.
0.
0. 0. I cast a
Oh, and
curse.
making my drums
Cast a
get
curse.
shot down before he's even able to use it.
But Alexander
Huge
Hammondton
dagger,
holding
bro.
on to this point for a long time. They ride it all the way from cap to 99. Now they get another fight or two, only 70% capture progress, so they get 1 fast fight and 1 clean re-engage if they decide to, but not necessarily what they're gonna opt for. Eldorado will have the Ant Matrix, Heroic with the Slam available. We'll see what they can do. They need to try to charge an ultimate, but nobody very close to it for the side of Alexander Hammondton.
FT stealth though, which can be really helpful with this positioning. You know, when you have control and you're waiting for the other team to come in, you kind of get to pick a good angle for that defense. Or it has a name. It's not defense amplification matrix.
There you go, you found it.
We got there.
Reckless gets the boot kill on the blue 17. Banging My Drums went down early. And now Toaster demeched. This should be the fight, win, and map number 1 in the favor of Spicy Boiz as long as they can get these stagger kills out. Omnibus dies, as does Heroic, though. Iron Brew with the mines available. Toaster gets back in his mech and able to stall for a bit. The Ant Matrix pops from Dorado. The Dragons come through from Fox M. Will it be enough? No one getting the kills here. Toaster having finally demeched and taken out by a mine. Reckless gets the boop on Bangin'. That's his 2nd or 3rd environmental of the game here. Biggie Twig will go down as well. And this one getting real scrappy on point as the blade comes through. Gets 1. Symphonia John will fall in the process. Collects a 2nd. Is it enough? He's got a stall point for a few minutes here, though. The Diva can't touch. And that's Spicy Boiz with the first map win.
You ever watch all your friends press Q for like 5 minutes?
That was an insane first map in what's sure to be a nutty final, boys.
Ooh,
Yo,
blue.
that was an ult fiesta and a half.
My boy, my coach, starting us out with a thick grav play for the pot G.
We take
For a man who tells me not to go for big grabs like that, smart grabs, he sure is good at going for big grabs.
Yes, indeed. But
Wow,
what a map
65% KP from Omnilus. That's
You- Every single one of these points, though, has gone a long, long way.
I think we got 99 on all 3 of them. Second point might not have been 99 to 100, but first and third were, which is
Indeed.
wild. I mean, really wild. All right.
Whew.
Let's see
Good,
what we
good
get.
match number 1. Looks like we might have a couple of subs available from the side of Alexander Hammondton. And if I am not mistaken, we also have the one and only Asian Music Man, who, if I believe, is on the side of Hammondton as well.
I'm gonna guess since he does have the correct.
He does have the correct icon. See?
I'm
See,
sorry,
folks?
I got a Charlie horse mid sentence.
Unfortunate.
And Viceroy is on red, right? He does not have
Yes.
the correct.
Viceroy is a spicy boy.
Yes, it would have been easier for me to remember that if somebody had the right icon. Porter's Captain's Corner, Connor. There it is. Okay.
To answer your question, Twigs, not many subs available for the lineup of Spicy Boys tonight, which isn't necessarily a disadvantage for them. It does mean that they get to kind of rock out with sort of the same lineup every time, pop in their folks where they see necessary to fit their roles. But otherwise, they get to just kind of vibe out for 2 or 3 maps, and sometimes that's not a terrible place to be at.
Yeah, so we did just get our subs from Hammondton. We have Asian Music Man coming in for Banging My Drums, and Sauce Boss coming in for Symphonia John. And so far, haven't received anything from Spicy Boys. Looks like they might be going the same.
And to have Asian Music Man available for that sub slot, we see I'll play the McCree every once in a while, but he's really at home on the Genji. If you can make the space with another hit scan hero, and Asian Music Man, quite a specialist on the Widowmaker, on the Ashe. We see him on Doomfist now and again. So definitely a potential threat in the hit scan area. We'll have to see how it works out, or if he opts to maybe take the Doomfist, or even a Tracer is also in his wheelhouse. So this next one going to be interesting as we headed to King's Row. This is going to be a good fight. I expect to see some Widowmaker play. If FoxM opts to take the duel, he's going to have to establish dominance early. He has told me before that he starts to get a little bit flustered when he has the alternative hit scan pressure put on him. So we might see him return to a bit of that Hanzo play. If he feels like he's just not getting it done in the DPS matchup, he can go farm tanks for a little bit. We'll have to see how it works out. We are going to see Eldorado get swapped for Viceroy Griff, so they're going to bring him on in there. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if this means Reckless might start playing a bit of Ana. Let Viceroy Griff run around a little bit more, but he's also quite a Moira player, so could still throw Reckless on the Speedy Boy with the Lucio, or perhaps even something entirely different there. But we'll have to see how it shakes out. The speed always nice on Scrims Row, though. Comma in chat. Can we stop at the participation trophy approach and get PBE'd in for the entire series? We want Paul. We want Paul. I'm here for it. Plenty of folks deciding for Hammondton, though, making sure everybody gets a good playtime. And big props to the side of Alexander Hammondton. They have had quite holistic participation in every single game. They tend to have quite a bit of subs, but they tend to find playtime and success with everybody nonetheless. So very good management there on the side of Hammondton to make sure everybody gets to have their fun and hang out. Still calling for that Viceroy Griff sub.
Yeah, sorry, that's my bad. I had a small crisis.
All good. Hopefully crisis averted. Remember, folks, as you meme around with your calls for players to make their appearance, that we will indeed have an MVP vote at the end of the night for our final of season number 11. So make them count, make them think about it, and make sure that we honor those folks that are worthy of our accolades here. We got the ready up from Spicy Boys. As soon as Hammondton are ready to go, we'll be underway with King's Row. Billy the Game Goat, our wonderful producer and casting manager, reminding all the folks at chat, remember, it's the last week of September. So if you want to subscribe, it is discounted right now. And you can go multi-months if you want to subscribe all the way through what will be season number 12. You can get it for a significant discount these days, I hear.
I need to check. I don't know if I'm logged in on Twitch, but I should have my free sub available.
Ooh, hear that, folks? Is that a Prime sub I hear?
Oh, I should have my Prime sub.
Imagine supporting this wonderful grassroots community league. There we go. We got one. We appreciate it. Matthias144 coming in with that sub on the year streak. Happy 1 year, BB. It's finals. Let's go.
A whole year?
Indeed.
So does that mean that they subbed during finals last year?
Perhaps. I'm not sure if the timing quite works out, but we'll go with it.
Right, so just a fun thing I learned. You can go down under like where you fall to your death at 0.3 on this map. You can like go explore that with the caster cam.
You can indeed. You can also manage to do it with a Junkrat and fly up under it and appear on the far side. But nonetheless, here we go. We've got the Ryan Zarya matchup, the Hanzo and the Ash from the side of and Asian Music Man going against the Hanzo Doomfist of Heroic and Fox M. Biggie Twig and Saucepaw is going to match off against Viceroy Griffin Reckless on the Moira Lucio combo. So still Deathball from both sides here on the front line and the supports, but opting for a bit more hit scan fight and some backline dive. Heroic set up deep here on the far ledge. We'll see the patience come out for this pick probably. He zooms on in to catch up with the team there. No opportunity as they opt to take the long way around, finding the far high ground. Where will they go from here is the real question. They've got all the time and space to work with. Omno doing a good job to block off the TNT from Asian Music Man. But we'll get the first pick on a Heroic.
Yeah, and I do really like that positioning idea from from Spicy Boys. But I think it's important to move a little faster. That's the kind of route you got to get back there. You got to bump that Lucio speed, drop down, and be aggressive. I think all the time they stood up there, it was just a little too long to let and Asian Music Man get picks.
And frankly, I think they got a little flustered by Heroic getting the very nice technical rollout all the way to his team. But I think they were expecting him to be able to hop in on a target in the backline, cause some chaos, and give the rest of Spicy Boys a chance to dive on point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here they go through Hotel now. Fox M hanging out in back. We'll see who we can find. Blue throws the shatter down, and he'll find Viceroy Griff blocked for Omnilus, though. And that's 3 kills.
Spicy Boys.
Farming it in the backline. He gets to hang out by statue, have the free shots into the back of the team, and that is just a scary place to leave such a proficient Hanzo. Reckless over here doing flips and shit in the middle of the street, hanging out, making sure nobody comes for the last minute touch.
Reckless on some flip wizards. And the only ult used there for the side of Spicy Boys comes from Viceroy just to clean up at the end there. So they're going into the streets phase, feeling good about ults. They've got 2 up, 2 pretty close.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. Omnilus with the shatter. Iron Brew with the grab. We'll see which one opts to come out first. Iron Brew getting aggressive. He goes ahead and pops it.
Grab.
Finds both of the tanks. The dragons come through, and this should be some good follow-up here. Omnilus the first to die, though. And Toaster Oven responds with a grab of his own, and the Dynamite finds, too. They just nerfed Ash, didn't they?
Yeah, they nerfed her Dynamite, in fact.
Like, come on.
But apparently, Dynamite with 50 damage is still better than Dragons. You heard it here first.
I mean, we heard it here first.
We heard it here first. God. You ever think about how I talk for a living?
It be like that. We see the deep pin from Omnilus takes Blue all the way into the backline, and he'll be caught out easily there. Shaka Khan points out in chat astutely that the Dragons from Fox M went a little too far, too close to the Graviton Surge, so it wasn't actually striking the tanks very effectively. And now we see them pushing deep here for Spicy Boys. 2 on cart now after giving it a moment's reprieve. Opted to win the fight before they tried to move the bus. Not a bad decision there.
It feels so good to see the fat chats in chat. But yeah, I think both of those grabs, like Shaka was pointing out, like both of those dragons just ran a little bit in the wrong direction. I think it's interesting that, grab drag seems like a free combo, but you really have to nail the angle on dragons.
Oh, speaking of nail the angle, Blue drops a good shatter there, finds both tanks from the opposing side, but the picks are going to come through for Spicy Boys. The beat survives it, and now the shatter comes down from Omnilus. It finds a couple, but he gets traded out in the process, and Spicy Boys might be finding a way to snatch the defeat from the jaws of victory here.
Yeah. And Shushi pointing out that at the end of that shatter, he was already 50% to another. Welcome to Reinhardt.
Welcome to Reinhardt.
The joy of hitting a big shatter is you could then hold left click and come out of it with 50% ult charge.
Well, we do see Spicy Boys manage the entire cap there of second. Just narrowly. They do get the Dragons committed by to try to defend point there. Asian Music Man over to the Echo. Whew, excuse me, got a little bit of hiccups going on. Too excited over here.
This is not a good time for that.
No, it is not. Too high octane for me. Gets picked off by his counterpart. Fox M wins the Hanzo duel. Now Omnilus gets to have a little more free lane and definitely the shield pressure The dragons meet the Graviton Surge. The Grav gets the kill itself.
An incredibly timed grab from Iron Brew. 2% before Sauce Boss got his beat. Beat would absolutely have shut that combo down.
Well played indeed. And now Omnibus with the Shattered Viceroy Griff with the beat available. He finds the opposing Reinhardt, but the Sauce Boss beat finds him and saves Blue for the time being. The Graviton Surge will only find Heroic from Toaster Oven, and they might want that one back. With just a couple of meters remaining, they also throw the Shatter in, and it'll find the supports in the backline there. FoxM and Viceroy Griff both survive, though, and get a couple of kills there on their re-entrance into the fight. Heroic gets one as well. Everybody joining in here. Heroic gets the second of the fight. FoxM finds on the Tracer stall pick, and that's going to be 222 in the bank for Spicy Boys as they walk it all the way home. If you're not throwing, you're not trying. Steck Monster, profound as always.
Monster 2020.
Steck Monster 2020. It can't get worse than this.
I'm still the Hanzo King of PMAOWL, but can FoxM be the MVP of PMAOWL? Find out this time.
Tune in this time.
Find out this time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh no! Check the rule. Check the rules. Make sure we're allowed to vote for FoxM because he's playing Hanzo.
Yeah, I think it's in the rule book that Fox can't be MVP. It's like how ADCs can't be MVP.
No,
I thought he could.
MVP if he's been playing Hanzo. That's the rule.
I thought he was allowed to play Hanzo.
90% sure.
I thought he was allowed to play Hanzo, but only if he also had to run against a dead gopher. I thought that was our decision. Looks like we've been nerfed, folks, but at the perfect time. Sauce Boss having a bit of a disconnect issue. Already back in, though, and perfectly timed between rounds, so we can't ask for better than that.
Would it really be a proper PMAOWL stream if we didn't have at least one pause throughout the night?
No, it would not.
I will say so many nice things about Shaka if y'all redeem the birthday.
will
nice things.
Hold on. I have a thing that here we go. Why can't I do that? That's unfortunate. I have the funds for this. Let me redeem my.
We're on a cooldown.
I have the funds.
We can do one per
cooldown.
stream.
No,
That is our thing.
The man's keeping us down. We can't inflate Shaka's ego too far. It looks like we've got the R from both folks, and we are ready to roll.
Be careful now. That's my dad.
You know, it's his birthday. I think we can afford to say a couple of
We can
freebies.
say all the nice things about Shaka.
Yeah, go ahead and hit him with another one, Taco. Another one.
Sorry, I will as soon as we figure this out. They said unpause,
Yes.
and I'm pressing it, and it's not unpause. Oh,
There
the
it
equal
goes.
was part of it. Nah, I'm just a huge idiot and didn't know equals was part of it as well.
But you know who's not a huge idiot?
I mean, that's
Shaka Khan.
I thought Iron Brew was saying Control Shift equals unpause, and I was like, yeah, okay. Like,
It'd be like that.
but yes, am I saying something nice about Shaka again? Okay,
Sure, why not?
only once. I demand a recount. Shaka has always been extremely nice to me, even though I am objectively bad at Overwatch, and it has often been his problem.
Aww. Look at that. Heck you too, Shaka Khan.
Oh, I think he's yelling at me. I think he's yelling at me.
Hey,
As everyone is
yelling at Billy is a Find You Alpha Overwatch League pastime.
true.
I don't know. Apparently, I'm not
birthday to
allowed
Shaka
to yell at Billy, but
Happy birthday, Shaka.
I don't want to yell at Billy.
Is your birthday the 24th or the 25th, Shaka? Like, is it today or it's going to be by the
It's
end?
today.
It's today. We got
At least according to Facebook, it's today.
Rad. It's my
Anyway.
girlfriend's birthday tomorrow, and then my sister's birthday the day after that. So it's hard to keep track of birthdays around this time of the year. And now Shaka's making it even harder.
There we go. You know it's not hard to keep track though? The fact that we've got a Winston on the side of Blue 17. No more death ball here for the attack. They're gonna opt for a bit of dive.
I've historically been really impressed by Dan's transitions, but that was questionable.
Well, you know, sometimes you just take what you can get.
They can't all be winners.
I'll say this: Blue has pop-off potential on Winston. I've seen him do it.
Oh, for sure.
He can do it.
Running full meta here with the Winston Diva Reaper Sombra.
PvP8, that was the lightest tech tips transition.
Hey, if it means I'm gonna have a very successful YouTube career, I'm here for it, Paul.
Fair.
Blue's gonna be the first one to go down though. It jumps a little too far away from the team, and now Sauce Boss follows shortly thereafter. They do trade out the Zarya, but it's not gonna be enough once you lose that main tank and your speed. Toaster Oven demeched as well. Hanging around trying to get a bit of ult charge. I should probably look to leave here soon, especially in the face of the Hanzo from Fox M. That's a scary fight to pick. You gotta remember, this comp not exactly built for poke. They do have the Moira online, but when you're facing down a Torbjorn and a Hanzo, you don't want to give them the free ult charge, and the Ana as well, able to capitalize there. See the Shatter come through with the Dragons, and it's gonna connect for one. Good enough. That is a good combo there without the Graviton online. Foxham should be able to charge it up in time for the last 40% of grab to make its way into the hands of Iron Brew. And that's a clean fight win for Spicy Boiz there.
Absolutely. And Spicy Boiz just showing up. I mean, I feel like that second map, they kind of found something that worked for them. They went on some comfort picks, saw that it was working, and now they're just sticking to their guns. And it looks great, you know? We went from barely taking maps to looking pretty dominant on King's Row.
See if the progress can continue on that front. Heroic drops the Molten Core on point. They also go ahead and invest the Coalescence and the Nano, so maybe a bit of over-ulting here. They will win the fight. Heroic gets 2 with the Magma, but will they have enough to survive the EMP? Asian Music Man's got it online. They've got the beat available for the Graviton Surge as well, so this should be a fight win for the side of Alexander Hammondton, and that's the trouble running against this comp, is that as soon as they get EMP, it should be a guaranteed fight win almost every time, unless you got a really good counter ult or they pop a really bad hack bomb there.
That's why games are played on the field, not on paper, though. The question, they can do it. The question is, can they do it?
The question is, will they do it? We'll see if the execution comes through. Blue opting to hop up into the high ground here. They want to flush out Reckless, it looks like, but he's just going to go ahead and run away and probably drop back to the safety of his team. And in the meantime, Heroic's turret is popping off. The hack comes through. The Reaper
huge EMP comes out, and Heroic's turret says, I don't give a shit about your EMP. You think I care about an EMP?
They do go ahead and invest the Coalescence and the grab. Biggie Twig might want that Coalescence back, but Blue 17 still being scary on the Winston, so perhaps worth, but they survived for now. Fox M,
a fantastic
the Shatter comes back from Omnibus for the recontest, and they're looking to not give up a tick here. The Dragons split off half the team. Toaster Oven gets caught in the pin. He's going to get demeched here shortly, but Ah finds 2 on the Genji switch. Asian Music Man on the Tracer now, trying to get in here fast with less than 10 seconds remaining, but capture progress in their favor. Alexander Hammondton going to live to fight through streets.
Yeah, Spicy Boiz looking like a brick wall on this first point, but Hammondton just barely finding... Wait. Yes. Hammondton just barely finding a way to make a crack in that wall and get through.
Iron Brew's got stall potential, but not that much.
Yeah, I said at the beginning, Hammondton had a lot of momentum coming into this from the way they've been playing the last few weeks, but momentum doesn't mean much against a wall like that.
Iron Brew opts to stay on the hamster here for the time being. We do see the Molten Core online again from Heroic, but first the Coalescence and Nano from Reckless.
There are few things more stressful than double Coalescence. It's just so many colors.
Here comes the Molten Core. Toaster tries to eat what he can, drops the bomb, and it doesn't slide through to the alley, so it will find Toaster. Gets the turret at least, but he gets traded out while demeched by the Magma of the Molten Core. So another fight win for Spicy Boiz, but another 3 ultimates burned in the process. Good rotation though. They're using their ultimates aggressively, and now they've got Shatter and Mines. They're gonna have Dragons up for the next fight, probably a Nano as well. So they're using them aggressively and maybe a little bit over ulting here and there, but they're charging ults fast enough that they can afford the aggressive rotation.
Shushi in chat flames the comp, and instantly the comp changes. I think you might have a little bit of telepathy. Is that the right one? Is that what I'm looking for?
It's like he has ESPN or something.
It's like he has ESPN.
The shatter from Omno was perfectly timed with the dragons from FoxM. He trusted wholeheartedly in his Reinhardt, but the shatter gets blocked by Blue, but he'll die to the dragons nonetheless. So, well played. Good coordination for Spicy Boys for sure. We haven't quite seen it as well out of Alexander Hammondton yet. With 45 seconds, they're going to have to figure out a way to turn it on. Approaching back to the choke point. Not where you want to stall out if you're a ham right now.
Yeah, absolutely. In this Streets phase, once you get past this choke, Streets phase tends to feel pretty straightforward. But if you get stuck in that choke, you can be stuck there for freaking ever.
Oh, we had a bit of a stall from Blue 17. It felt like his shatter took a long time to land, and it gets blocked as a result. Omnolith will die eventually. But another Molten Core from Heroic going to slow this point right on down. They can afford to get a little bit of a regroup going here before the last fight. But that cart going to roll on through to the final corner. Iron Brew posted up to get a backline touch if he wants. Nope, gonna opt for the full team fight, it would appear. He's got mines, and we're into overtime. So if they can win the fight here, Spicy Boys take home King's Row.
Looks like they're setting up for it. Iron Brew getting in there, trying to get the touch.
And that's the perk of having the hamster. He gets the mines on point, but they do lose Omnolist. And Heroic now, so a big chunk of their sustain gone. The Dragon's Asian Music Man come through, trying to split the rest of Spicy Boys, and this should be it. And indeed, Alexander Hammondton survives to point number 3 by the skin of their teeth.
Zoning Dragon's too powerful, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it.
Something about them.
I think it's worth it right there. They're going to have the Dragons on contention here. FoxM 91%, but...
It was a fun little Rhine 1v1 in Spawn there.
Good exit picks from Alexander Hammondton means they're going to get to round this final corner into the home stretch with a decent time bank, despite the overtime survival here.
I see Blue is representing the PMAOWL Fantasy Fun Time with his skin.
Here we go. The Shatter and the Grab online, going against just the Dragons of FoxM for the time being. Nano and Shatter online shortly for Spicy Boys. The Dragons come through. The Shatter gets blocked cleanly from Omnolist. Counter charges go by, but it's going to keep Blue out of the Dragons for the time being. Saucepots gets the double boop, and Alexander Hammondton shows up in the final few seconds. Will they get it with time? They will. They're going to have a minute for an attack. Will it be enough?
They got through that first choke on Streets, and they were like, you know what? We're tired of not moving this payload. Let's just not stop moving again.
It never stops again. Just briefly at the end of second, but realistically, a continuous push all the way from the archway to the final stretch for Alexander Hammondton. And now they're firing on all cylinders, and we got some momentum behind our boys in blue here.
Absolutely. Alexander Hammondton definitely showing that they are not done yet.
Don't count them out. We'll see what the composition is going to be. It looks like a Rhyme Zarya mirror matchup. Gonna opt to stay on the Genji Asian Music Man on the Tracer. Trying to get in that back line and fight it out. I'm a little bit surprised, though, especially with Heroic sticking on the Torbjorn. He's going to have a hard time. Actually, both of these sort of dive DPS are going to have a difficult time getting in the back line. Reckless been doing a very good job of his positioning and staying out of any convenient kill potential for these two. Asian Music Man opts to go to the Widow. We'll see if it's just a spawn pick to try to get something happening here for their first push. It is a strong decision over the Tracer, I think, especially for point A. Here we go. Attack underway. 1 minute in the bank for Alexander Hammondton. It's going to have to be quick. They get 2 pushes at most, maybe a stagger phase if they're lucky. The turret already doing big work from the side of Heroic. They got to path through the hotel to try to get rid of that damage. Down early from so now he's going to have a bit more free reign as the Genji. Asian Music Man with a good sightline on the Widowmaker, though, if of point. As long as they can push in, this is looking good for Alexander Hammondton. They've got 2 picks now. And Blue go ahead and convert, and that should be a cap. Alexander Hammondton gets at least 1 tick. Trying to make it 2. Will they be successful? Asian Music Man finally finds
Asian Music Man just clicking on heads like he's getting paid for it. God.
Remember, man, they have families.
He is unconcerned.
He does convert 2 there. The Widow's Kiss comes through. We'll see.
It is in fact in his name to shoot them more if they have families.
I'm in. MOAR or MORE?
Mawa.
Toaster Oven pushed far up on the high charge. Zarya trying to farm that grab as fast as possible. He's got a slim lead over Toaster. Excuse me.
He's gonna take down the Ana.
Very, very good way to start there. Without Reckless, they're going to be much more passive on the side of Spicy Boys. Still have Viceroy Griff with the Coalescence if they want to decide to push. Right now, Spicy Boys are just trying to win one fight and be done with it, whereas Alexander Hammondton has to win every one from here on out.
Asian Music Man gets another huge pick in their back line.
And another one.
And another one. And another one. Oh, man.
And all of a sudden, from what looked like a pretty dominant showing from Spicy Boys, we're back into this super close, super scrappy. I mean, are we going to see the elusive 9-9?
Fox M's got flank dragons. It'll find one. Sauce Boss goes down. They invest both support ults. Fox M with the triple kill from the back. 2 from the dragons, 1 from the Storm Arrow. Make that 4 for them, Spicy Boys. Finish it out.
Huge.
Not before Alexander Hammondton walks it through 2. You're exactly right, Bronson. Huge plays from Blue Team here. They get it through 2 entire points. And with 255 in the bank, Spicy Boys are still going to have a hard time to get it all the way into the 3rd phase.
Yeah. But they just barely have to get it past that 2nd point.
Indeed, indeed.
But they have to do it in under 3 minutes. No, it's doable.
But can they do it?
The other team got there in 1, so it's certainly doable.
Alexander Hammondton just, I'm not even sure what happened there. They just seemed to wake up and took it to 2.
Gentlemen, I don't think they threw away their shot. They looked through the eye of the hurricane.
Wow, I gotta say the Eye of the Hurricane one was a lot more subtle. That was actually good for you. I mean, now that's gonna be stuck in my head for the next 8 hours, but you know.
No, Fox McCumulus, you are
right.
I
honestly, I just don't think they're gonna be satisfied until they win this match.
Fox McCumulus goes 2 things. 1, staggering through Streets phase happens every match. 2, staggering through Streets phase should be a PMAOWL team name.
Eldorado, how many points does it take to mute a caster? I've got 9k to burn.
King, and I'd be mad, but that's actually the one song from Hamilton I do enjoy. So
what, Satisfied?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
The fight descending in Hotel Heroic will be the first pick from the Genji of Fox M gets the trade out onto Blue, though. I would argue the better pick to find the main tank. The charge in from Omnibus will get him killed. Pulling some heroics here. Will it be enough? Reckless finds the kill onto Biggie Twig. So bigger picks from the side of Spicy Boys, especially with the respawn advantage. But will it be enough here? Sauce Boss trades out his counterpart Reckless, and they get the kill onto Biggie Twig's Moira. So Alexander Hammondton holds fast for now.
Fox McCumulus offering 13k to mute you.
I mean, I think Fox McCumulus can also just offer to unplug my router.
True.
We'll see what happens here. The fight comes through again into the far corner. Omnibus can't land the shatter. Blue's got his online shortly. Will it be enough? The counter charge comes through. The Coalescence pounding away at Omnibus, but the picks come through for Spicy Boy. That's 4. And should be the point win. Foxham gets the double kill through it all. And Spicy Boys tick on through point A. Time for Streets. Let's see the staggers.
They've got 1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's see. Can they do it?
They should be able to make it most of the way through Streets phase with a single win. And they've got the Grab Dragon to do it. No beat available from Sauce Boss. So this should be the fight win unless there's some sort of very fast, massive shatter from Blue.
Yeah, and I mean this is where
he just decides to shatter a Zarya bubble and a wall, and he'll die for it. He does get Iron Brew in the process, but man, that was not the trade they wanted. It does get the Graviton Surge out of the hands of Spicy Boys.
Yeah, and I think this is where that time advantage really does become a huge deal for Spicy Boys. Because Hammondton being in overtime for all of Streets, you lose one fight, that's it. But Spicy Boys with this time bank, you know, they can easily lose a fight, regroup, and be back on point. But they're just gonna not lose a fight, apparently.
The grab drag comes through. It's gonna find a couple. There's one. FoxM gets one on his own against the bleeding Genji, no less. What a good kill to save that fight. The grab drag did not quite convert well enough, but the Hanzo himself does, and Spicy Boys gonna roll on towards this final capture.
That was a big beat.
I don't know if they're gonna make it back in time. You got Toaster Oven coming in. Oh, they made it.
The backline shatter from Omnilus doesn't quite connect. Ishore Griff gets two with the Coalescence. The slam from Heroic doesn't convert, but it will cause a bit of chaos. Asian Music Man gets one with the Molten Core. They can't afford to touch point right now for Spicy Boys, but they don't have
Sauce holding this point for so long.
Oh, no.
Sauce with a valiant effort, but as soon as this point unlocks, that card's gonna roll through.
The boot!
Almost beautiful.
Dude, that boot sent that Hammond into orbit.
Either way, another insane map, boys. FoxM's gonna take play of the game.
Here it comes. It's gonna be this last Graph Dragon, actually. He kills the Blading Genji, throws the Dragon in to get the Reinhardt, gets the turret out of the way of the backline, and then connects on the assist for Asian Music Man's kill. Well played, FoxM. His Hanzo has been popping tonight.
Can we make a motion to ban FoxM's Hanzo? God.
How many channel points is that?
Off. Yeah, how many points to ban FoxM's Hanzo?
It's been seconded. All right, chat, we're gonna have to take a vote. Whew. Good games there. Spicy Boys take on the second map. The 2-0 lead. Will we get the reverse sweep from Alexander Hammondton? Now, this is the best of 7, so we'll have to see if they can bring home the win on Escort and Assault. Alexander Hammondton not on the chopping block just yet.
Is that new? I don't remember that.
Finals is usually best of 7.
Yep, finals is. JLP thought that all of playoffs were best of 7. So
if only. No,
in we lost our first 3 matches against Hammondton in round 1 of playoffs, and then we were like, all right, next map, let's get going. And everyone's like, no.
Well, it looks like we're going to be heading into Dorado for map number 3 here, and we have had the special request that will absolutely be honored here for 2 nice things to be said for Fox McCumulus, because it is his birthday, and AJ spent 69 points to time somebody else out, but opted instead to give us a further voice. Now, as resident roommate, I feel like I'm obligated to include at least one of these, and I will say, one of my favorite things about living with Fox McCumulus has been hearing his nice, soft, pleasant guitar emanate from his room. It's a really nice ambiance, and in general, he's got a great aesthetic. He's probably responsible for 90% of the decorations in our apartment right now, so Fox McCumulus, keep playing some nice guitar, keep being a wonderful person. Hope you have a happy birthday.
He's got good vibes. Did you get him anything for his birthday?
He got the goodest vibes.
I don't remember if it was said or not, which is why I'm gonna throw it out here. I'd also like to remind us that I do believe it's also Mr. Jonah / Banging My Drums' birthday today.
Oh my god, for real?
It is indeed. We got the triple. The three-peat.
It's everybody's birthday.
3-piece and a biscuit.
Now Taco, I believe Fox McCumulus is owed one more. What you got in the tank, brother?
I think Fox McCumulus is easily in the top 3 funniest gamer tags I've ever heard. It's so goddamn funny.
It is
I
a
love
quality
so
one.
much.
It's
So
subtle.
good.
It's subtle. It's good on its own. Like regardless of the fact that it's a joke, it's a good gamer tag. It's nice. It's got a nice, concise like contraction to it. You can get him Fox when you want. It's wonderfully confusing against Fox M. It's great. It's great. I gotta hand it to him. I think Fox McCumulus single-handedly is the most confusing player in this league. Because we can't go with Nick, because then we got Biggie Twig and others. We can't go with Fox, because we got another Fox. You just get stuck.
McCumulus, it's just kind of hard to say on its own.
You got the ready from Spicy Boys. They're in it to win it. Going for map number 3 here on Dorado. They're going to need 2 more to take home the championship, but Alexander Hammondton looking to get on the board. And this one is going to be interesting to see. Alexander Hammondton, I would argue, has the more versatile hit scan players with and Nation Music Man. But Foxham and Heroic are going to have ample opportunities to flank, to take hard cover. Dorado is... It's a highly contested map. People have very strong feelings about it. I myself actually really enjoy it. It feels like every single point caters to a different style of play. And, you can make a lot of things work on this map. So we'll see what the compositions roll out with. But this one, definitely an opportunity for Alexander Hammondton to take it home. Actually, we might need to restart. Yeah, we need to restart this map real quick so we can swap sides. It's going to be Alexander Hammondton with the first attack on this one.
Gotcha. Dumb question, but what's the best way for me to do that?
Click move and then swap sides.
Yep, I found it. I found it on my own.
Swap all, change
Done.
You know what? I think after this map, I'm gonna sample some of Banging My Drums hot sauce live on the stream.
Oh, did you
He
get
makes hot
bang
sauce?
sauce or did you get the green sauce?
I got the red sauce.
Now let me tell you, I'm a little bit of a weenie. I enjoy spicy food, but man, I had one little dab and that stuff knocked me on my ass.
My old tattoo artist from when I was living in Iowa started making her own sauce. And I ordered a bottle, but it hasn't gotten here yet. But everyone keeps posting on her wall about how it's like the most aggressively hot thing they've ever eaten and how it's like murdering their assholes. And so I'm like, I don't know if I want this to get in the mail anymore.
I mean, I started collecting different hot sauces. I recently came into some of the Wicked Tickle Triple X, which is a ghost pepper hot sauce.
Where did you find the porn I made in college?
Oh.
Ooh, okay. Well, wonderful time for Billy Game Goat to chime in and chat with our language rated. It's finals cut loose, says Shaka Khan.
There's no conceivable way I'm the only person who heard Wicked Tickle Triple X and had that thought.
Oh yeah. Well, it'd be
Whatever. I'm not casting.
Bravado Spice blueberry pepper hot sauce.
Blueberry.
Oh, yeah,
I'm really into like.
I had that on some chicken and waffles for lunch this afternoon.
Well, hey,
blueberry ghost pepper with maple syrup on chicken and waffles.
Ooh,
fantastic.
Bronson, I don't know all of the caster rules, but I don't think I'm allowed to be this turned on while I'm casting. I'm gonna need to stop.
Well,
it sounds amazing.
I hate to shut down the wonderful talk of hot sauce, but until we officially get the sponsorship from Bang Sauce, we got to keep some incentive for Jonah to pay for this league.
Yeah. Got to kill the dead air time with something, man.
This is true. You're welcome, DDR Daikin Kai. I'm glad we could grace you with this hunger brought to you by Bang Sauce and Co. But here we go. It looks like we're going to have the dive from both sides. The Winstons of Omnilus and Blue going to face off. Toaster Oven Ops for the Diva. Iron Brew Ops for his trusty Hamster. Going to stay on the Genji Asian Music Man over for the Tracer. Biggie Twig with this Lucio PB8 on the Ana. So opting to stay back. Not going to run that brawly sort of death ball type Winston comp we've seen previously. Reckless also on the Ana. Eldorado with the Mercy difference here.
Omnilus gonna drop right onto point, or right onto payload.
And you'll love to see it. Anytime you can get the jump on the other team without having to use your leap is a good play from the monkey. Now, he is deep in the back line, but he'll get the kill on blue. Eldorado gets traded out, though. If only he could res himself. Tries to put a little pressure on the high ground. Gets aided by Coaster up and now. Not enough there. That turret, just so dangerous. Heroic, doing a good job of keeping it up online and in good spots. And it's just putting a lot of pressure on Alexander Hammondton. They have not dealt with it very effectively all night.
I think I'm going to try a new thing where I say Oz's name. It's just like, Like, I'm just, like, surprised casting him. Oh, I really do like this Fire Formation Music Man, though. I think Pharmacy's a solid call.
Not a bad decision as long as they can deal with the turret. He's going to have pretty well free reign after that. Fox M could get a nasty log with the Hanzo, but we'll have to see.
Especially because it puts PBB8 on that Mercy, and PBB8's a damn solid Mercy.
And Biggie Twig over to the Moira, so swapping up the heal comp a little bit. Iron Brewer and Reckless get kills, but gets the double, one of them being the turret, so it's going to give Asian Music Man a bit more free reign in the skies, but Alexander Hammondton still yet to crack the defense of Spicy Boys. Their monkey goes down, opts not to invest the Primal Rage despite getting absolutely blown up. A couple of kills coming out in this cleanup phase here as well for the side of Spicy Boys. So well played on the defense for red team here, or for blue team, excuse me. Whoa.
Yeah, it's very important that I don't say colors because I have my blue set to lime green. It's hard for me to see the blue health bars. So I am not helpful.
Joke. Swear.
Heroic does get the kill on PB8, so no pharmacy available for Asian Music Man. They've got the blade on hand, though, and the coalescence to possibly keep him up through it. No nano, though, with that Mercy. First ult's going to opt to be the Molten Core, countered by the blade. It'll take out Reckless, and this might be enough. Does fall yet again to Fox M, but not before several kills come through for the side of Alexander Hammondton, and this should be enough. PB8 does find a mine in the midst of it all. Unfortunate as the Mercy there when you GA into the good old mine there. Iron Brew slamming into cart, just trying to get a little more stall and a lot more ult charge out of it. Already back up to 40% after he just dropped the Q. Eldorado goes over to the Baptiste now, trying to have that immortality field on hand as sort of a defensive ult on cooldown. They do throw the dragons. Fox M will not get any of the kills with that one. Asian Music Man knocks out the turret and the immortality. So 20 seconds before Eldorado can do anything with that. Goes down to Omnilus. That monkey just too powerful here as we see the double kill. Nanoed indeed and scary. And that means that he's got Primal Rage also. Great use from Reckless. He gets taken out in the middle of the fight, but now they've got tons of stall potential with the Mad Monkey.
Yeah. And I mean, it's exciting. You know, we're seeing some movement of the payload. We're seeing Hammondton, push forward and get some progress, but it feels so belabored. It doesn't feel consistent, and it doesn't feel like a roll by any means. It's very belabored and hard-fought progress, and I think we're just seeing things just feel a little easier tonight for Spicy Boys.
Especially when two people run their face into the minds of Iron Brew. Blue and can't escape there.
The worst part is, I don't know what the stream was watching when that happened, because I can't see their cams, but a lot of those mines landed on the high ground, and Blue just happened to press shift at the wrong time and go right through them.
Oof,
it was pretty sad.
Now we're into the overtime phase. Alexander Hammondton hopes rest on but he gets off cart, tries to go for the double jump and the reflect, but leaves the proximity. And that is not a ton of progress for Alexander Hammondton, but they did at least clear the bridge. And that bridge can make a really nice chokehold that can lead to some very long stalls. See what they opt to roll out with here for Alexander Hammondton. They really need to win Dorado here, or else they're going to be on the chopping block. Every game will possibly be the final from here on out if Spicy Boys take the third one in a row. Oh man, chat, y'all are killing it tonight. Thank you so much for the interaction. Thank you so much for tuning in. This league, as always, supported by the Brothers of Phi Mu Alpha and the community and the friends that make it possible. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for your subs, for your participation, for your memes, for your sarcasm, for your channel points, for everything. We appreciate it so much. Don't forget, folks, we're going to have season number 12 coming at you shortly after this and a round of elections that we have coming up here soon. We'll have some new decisions on who will be leading this league. Exciting stuff indeed. But not before we finish this one out.
Oh,
We got the sick pause psych from Biggie Twig. The 3-second pause. While we have
they
the
actually
moment,
needed it. Good.
while we have the moment, the PSA from Shaka Khan. Elections end this weekend, so get your votes in, chat. If you're a member of the league, you played in season number 11, you are eligible to vote. Go ahead and speak your piece about how you want to see season 12 and onward be conducted.
I'm really hoping to see some more pubs sometime soon.
Yes.
I've been missing those. We need to organize Pook Night. Yeah. Pook Night. We need to get the community together again.
I'm getting the band back together. But here we go. We're underway with Dorado attack for Spicy Boys. Will they best the distance of Alexander Hammondton? Still opting for the dive here on both sides. Heroic gonna roll out with the Echo and the Mercy to match. So a bit of Moth meta here going on. We'll see how it works out. Dorado, a very, very handy Mercy player. How he made his name in this league. We see the early kills come through. Heroic D-Mex Toaster Oven. Omnibus gets 1. Make that 2 as he trades out his counterpart in Blue 17. And Spicy Boys are looking to do this fast. The dive executed so well here. And that's the trouble when you try to match the dive on defense with such a short time to hold. They didn't have a lot of defense to lose a fight or two. And now Alexander Hammondton going to be in a bit of panic stagger here. Blue 17 has to go over to the Hamster just to try to get on point. Biggie Twig pops the Coalescence, trying to stay alive and regain point presence. Asian Music Man does get a nice pick, but now we see both Honest get killed in the process. But Eldorado, with the res available, might shift this tide. Reckless still alive, even though Eldorado gives his life in the process. Biggie Twig just
does look like Hammondton's managed to hold on.
Just barely. That'll be enough. And now that the ults are going to start to come in, we'll have to see.
Yo, can we hype up Iron Brew's positioning right now? My man's is ready for these mines.
Yeah.
Hiding around the corner so PvP doesn't see him. We love it.
Big ball out flank right here.
Ready to come in through the flank. There they are, the mines, the slam. What will it convert? Toaster Oven in a rough spot here. He's going to get D-Mech shortly, but Biggie Twig pulling some heroics, trying to keep him in it. This might be enough. The res gets through successfully on Heroic. Biggie Twig face finds a mine. Finds 1 with the tire, though, so this fight back and forth. The Nano Diva on cart. And a good job by Toaster Oven and Blue, rotating back and forth, making sure that the bus has not moved an inch this entire fight.
Yeah, Fox M with a couple Fox M's, but... Okay, with a lot of Fox M's.
With 3 Fox M's, to be exact.
Possibly enough Fox M's to actually turn the tide here.
How many Fox M's to the center of a payload?
Apparently 3.
And
Nope,
a dragon.
4. 3 and 2 dragons.
We do see Heroic goes ahead and grabs the Hamster. Possibly looking for a bit of ult charge just to go nuts there. Doesn't get it before he gets knocked out of copy. The bomb from Toaster, not going to be successful there. A good shield from Omnibus. Make sure the team stays safe. Reckless gets the kill on the Blue 17, so that's a big stall potential down. Omnibus rezzed as well. The Mines get another kill. Iron Brew started off a bit slow with his minefields, but ever since, they have gotten kills aplenty. That's 2 for him on this set.
He started this fight with mines, and he damn well trying to end it with mines.
Yes, indeed. The stagger phase coming through for Alexander Hammondton. Asian Music Man's got to get on cart, but no, he gets killed out. And now we're ticking right on towards that final capture zone. But another tire from Odd still converts one. Eldorado gets the kill. The Battle Mercy finds it.
Eldorado getting booped, but still getting that very important res on Reckless, and Reckless immediately getting the double purple.
Absolutely. Finds the kill on the tire to save the day. Gets the res on the Ana. The Dragons come through to point, and that's going to be the map win. Spicy Boys pouring on the pressure. Alexander Hammondton down in the 0-3 hole now.
But with only 9 seconds left on point. And that's the thing, you know, not all 3-0s are created equal. And as much as it's easy to look at 3-0 and be like, oh, well, Spicy Boys must be pretty dominant. I mean, 10 seconds left for this push. Overtime for both teams on King's Row. 99-99 on all 3 maps on Lijiang. Like,
second map was 99 to, I think, 60 or 50 something, but point being, they have shown that they are here to fight, and they are showing force.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... I'm pretty sure it was 99-99, because...
No, second, I swear...
They went from cap to 99, and Spicy Boys had 70% left when they recapped.
Chat.
I
Let
think.
them fight it out.
Better memory
Let them fight it out. I'm going to buy a break so y'all can chatter away. Check the mod!
I promised I was going to sample this hot sauce, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Have fun. But yeah, all that to say, it's a 3-0, which I'm sure is frustrating to be on the side of Hammondton. Be facing a 3-0, you have to reverse sweep to win. But it's been pretty much the closest 3-0 I've seen. Which does make me think the reverse sweep is possible. Will we be casting until my girlfriend is a year older? That's the question. We have 1 hour.
That is some damn good hot sauce.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What's
Not
it made
too
with?
spicy. I'm not sure. I think he makes it with fresh ingredients from his garden.
Oh, that's awesome.
Not too hot, not too vinegary. I would love this. This would be my everyday sauce if I could get more of it. That is a beautiful hot sauce. I'll have to actually get like an ingredient list from him, but that is phenomenal. Oh my god. That's the kind of bite you like to feel.
Love that for you. Right, and then swap names.
Hey, I didn't return to an argument. I'm upset.
I have Jonas sauce in my mouth right now.
Oh. Whoa, okay.
You heard it here first, folks.
We have not gotten a map yet. We did switch sides. We got some swaps. Some interesting swaps, actually. We have playing tank now for Hammondton. Asian Music Man and Banging My Drums going to be on Deeps, and then Biggie Twig and Symphonia John.
We saw the Blue combo last week, and we talked to plenty. I got to cast that match, and we talked quite a bit just about the synergy factor of that lineup. Blue and old friends, and when you don't have to calm as much because you can just expect where your other tank is going to be, it helps immensely. So maybe this is the shakeup needed for Alexander Hammondton here. Looks like they're going to opt for the Anubis pick. So perhaps trying to change their playstyle here, get to play these harder choke points, not let Fox M flank so hard, not let Ironbrew get so much value out of the hamster. We'll have to see how it works.
This may shock you guys. I don't know how to tell you this, but we're going to Anubis.
Dude, I heckin' love Anubis. Fight me. Fight me.
Oh no, I love Anubis too. If we're playing 2 CP in PMAOWL Alpha Overwatch League, we're going to Anubis.
I'm here for it.
I can't remember the last time I played or casted a PMAOWL match on Hanamura or
It's like it's bad.
Volskaya.
You shut your mouth. I like Hanamura.
Oh, I love Hanamura. It's my favorite 2CP. I love holding defense on that first point and just like standing around the corner as Ana and just getting like free heals with easy escape routes behind you. It feels magical.
Billy, I'm gonna shut your mouth. I'm timing you out.
Oof, okay.
Yeah, Billy, go run cams.
Alright, fine.
Run them up. We need to see what happens here for the chaos that could be our final match of season number 11. Will the Spicy Boys take it home with the 4-0 sweep in the grand finals? Or are we in for an absolute banger of a comeback by Alexander Hammondton? Find out in about 15 seconds.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want to see it happen. Whoever wins, wins. But I want to see that glorious 3, and then the reverse sweep, and then whoever takes it home takes it home. You know?
Dude,
I totally
I'm
agree.
always rooting for the long game. I got tomorrow off. I'm here all night. Let's take it to map 10. Somebody call
I kind
map.
of have tomorrow off. I don't teach tomorrow, and I don't take class tomorrow, but I have like all kinds of random meetings and crap to get done. But I can sleep in, so I don't give a damn if we stay up late.
Somebody call map 11 at the very beginning of this. I want to see it come right.
Here's the thing. I call this every time, and one of these days is going to happen. We're going 10-10 on Draw Anubis, boys.
I want it. Looks like we are going to see the dive still come out from blue and opting for the Winston Diva going up against the Rhine and Hamster of Iron Brew and Omnilus. Fox M over on the Widowmaker. We haven't seen it yet. Contesting Asian Music Man. We'll see who wins this with the first pick. Asian up on the bridge spot towards that defender's platform. Shots aplenty. Fox M wins the first fight. And now's the time. Spicy Boy will get 4 on the pressure. He gets 2. Reckless goes down, as does Heroic. So even trade. Symphonia John falls, though, without their Moira. Fox M finds a 3rd in this fight. He is popping off. He's found his mojo. Doesn't matter the character. He's able to click the heads here tonight. Spicy Boys make short work of point A.
Sorry, there's just something so funny to me about the call not being Spicy Boys take the fight, but Fox takes the fight. Like, I know what you meant, but it's so funny. It's just like Fox single-handedly.
I mean, accurate depiction of Widowmaker as he finds another kill. 2-0 in the matchup indeed, Taco. Asian Music Man not squaring off.
Oh, and Fox is looking for the 3-0. He's got in for sights right now. He's looking for it.
That's a triple kill to open this fight. Fox M all over the board. That's 4!
Oh my
God! Give him the ace! Give him the ace! Come on! Heroic takes away the ace. That'll only be 4 kills this fight. I guess we'll accept it, Fox M. There's 5! Come on, 6 in the fight for Fox M. He can't be stopped. Spicy Boys will, however.
What is this man on?
Woo! This is insane!
Oh my god!
The shots coming through from the Widowmaker, but Spicy Boys can't convert. The point presence just is not here for the long fight. That's an 8th kill in this fight for Fox M on the Widowmaker. Can he make it 9? Find the Junkrat! Find the Junkrat! No, not yet. He still has not been forced out, and only finally Fox M gets 8 kills in a single fight as Widowmaker. Now, all to his credit, that's 8 kills with a high skill hero, but that's 8 kills. There was opportunity to get more than a full team's worth of kills because Spicy Boys made that fight last so long and couldn't clean it up.
Absolutely.
And he's got the sights again to open it. The mine's on point from Iron Brew. Block off Blue 17. And again, Iron Brew having a very difficult time getting the mines to all land on a spot where they can be activated. A couple of those land high ground, but Symphonia John finds one. Asian Music Man gets the cheeky pulse bomb onto Fox M, gets the payback. And Spicy Boys having a difficult time just capping out this point B. Blue sends the shatter directly into Omnilus, and Omnilus returns it to sender, but with the slam will come in for the save keeping his other tank alive there. Man, Alexander Hammondton doing a good job of making these nice slow fights on point B and not giving Spicy Boiz the quick cap.
Fox M says, I grow tired of clicking on heads.
I mean, he's going to go ahead and take the Tracer matchup. We'll see if he can be just as dominant. Asian Music Man working his way towards that second pulse bomb, though. Viceroy Griff has the Coalescence. Heroic has the slam for it. He's going to go ahead and send it right on in with the big old scary fist pound. Will it land? Doesn't convert the kill, but he gets it right afterwards. But taken out by Banging My Drums Tire. Back onto the trusty Junkrat. He'll find 2. It's all evened up now. 2 picks aside, but the defenders firmly in favor with the spawns there. Viceroy Griff dead as well. Omnibus and Iron Brew popping off for a couple of kills, but they're out of sustain. They need to win this one fast or get out. Iron Brew opts to stay in the back. Cubby trying to farm up some Graviton surge points. Fox M will find one. He invests the Pulse Bomb. It's a slow stagger fight, but they're slowly winning it. But this is just going to end up burning a bunch of time off their clock and no ticks to show for it. But the recontest isn't quite coming through yet. Will they get the tick? The Tracer zipping around. Asian Music Man doing a good job keeping the point contested. Now in with the hamster. This is not it, Spicy Boiz. You guys need to get out and regroup, but they keep getting picks. Here's the shatter from Omnibus. Will it be enough? Blue 17 comes through with the charge to stop the cleanup. The beat comes through for Reckless trying to keep this fight alive. This has been 2 fights that have taken more than 2 minutes off Spicy Boiz clock. Blue comes through, the shatter finds 2. That'll clean up Fox M and Viceroy Grip. And finally, Alexander Hammondton takes back firm point possession and still no ticks for Red Team. Whew. Man, that does not feel good for Spicy Boiz.
That fight lasted, I think, over 3 minutes.
It was a long one. It was a very, very long one. Now a minute 30 on the clock. Spicy Boiz trying to get something done. They do have the Graviton Surge. Could combo with the Coalescence or the Space Jam. Probably the latter there. Heroic close to his ultimate. Viceroy going to use that Coalescence to get him on into the fight or sustain it through. They're going to have to face off against Mines, possibly a Visor, probably a beat in the process. Symphony and John can farm that last 15% before the Grav lands. That would be huge. 10% away now. Iron Brew throws in the Grav, though. Will it be enough? They pop the Coalescence. No Space Jam. Heroic.
Where did Fox's bomb go? I saw him throw it into the Grav, and then it just wasn't there.
Unsure.
Did it hit shield, maybe?
The Pulse Grav unsuccessful, but the Visor comes through and finds 3 for Banging My Drums. Now Fox I'm going to opt to go back to some hit scan action, rocking the Kree, trying to take down Asian Music Man's Tracer that's just been getting the best of him. Put a little pressure on that soldier as well. Not a bad pick here at all. Some shield break for Blue's Reinhardt. We'll see how it works. Staging to go wide left side. Omnibus all alone, though. The team's got to catch up. With 20 seconds left, they can't afford to have this pathing. This is a little sloppy here, folks. As our team likes to say for the Renaissance League, we're Congo lining right now, Spicy Boiz. Come on.
We are Congo lining a bit.
The shatter comes through, finds none, though, directly into the corner. Hardcover saves the day, but that shatter also sent directly into a shield. Blue 17 can't connect. The Pulse Bomb hits it for Asian Music Man, though, taking out the opposing Reinhardt. He'll get traded by the Kree of Fox M. Reckless finds Biggie Twig. 2 good picks there, but Heroic falls. But now the hamster done, so the stall potential removed for Alexander Hammondton. Fox M finds 4 in the fight. Somebody stop this man. That's 5. Give him the ace. Give him the ace.
What is it? Fox M on something else tonight.
Gets the last.
He said, man, this Tracer isn't working, but I read those patch notes. I hear McCree's pretty cool right now.
Fox M has like 15, 20 kills in like 3 fights on point B alone, and Spicy Boiz still only managed to cap with 0 time left in the bank. That is a fantastic hold for Alexander Hammondton. If I'm them, I'm pissed that we didn't get the full hold for B because they had the opportunity for it. But to leave no time in the bank on a map that can get steamrolled so quickly. We've seen this end up with more than 5 minutes in the bank multiple times this season. So Alexander Hammondton with a very good opportunity to start making their comeback here and now.
Yeah. And, you know, with every passing second, I was feeling like my dream of the 10 to 10 was dying. But Fox said, no, Keegan, I'm here for you. I support you. The 10 to 10 is not only possible, but it's my dream too. I'm guessing he didn't say that. No, no one wants that.
The dream right now could be. Now, chat, I'm just throwing this out there. We could have some draw Nubis action.
Draw Nubis, but yum.
We are gonna see Heroic swap over to the Sombra, which I don't mind. Omnilus on the Orisa, the no-meme Orisa. She got a little buff recently with her bullet speed, so the minigun horse is back. We'll have to see how it works out. The first time I've seen Mamamoo in action since the patch. Gonna be on the Hog. There's some wild lineups coming out here, folks. I don't know how I feel about any of these shenanigans. Omnilus gets the first kill, though, on the Bang of My Drums. The Gatling gun superior over the soldier, I suppose. Just whittling away that shield of blue, and that is the power of Orisa here, that you can just keep distance, poke away, and take away resources. Heroic falls to Asian Music Man's Tracer, though. A good spot for the plucky Brit. And now we gotta cut the spicy bolt in a bad spot. Iron Brew and Viceroy Griff get caught out in the stairs away from their team, just poorly positioned. And this should give Alexander Hammondton what they need to take point A. Omnilus and Reckless fall. And now Hammondton's got the clean cap of A, and they're ready to head into B with plenty of time in their bank.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we're seeing the same thing we saw with the side swapped. That first point tends to get capped pretty quick, but rolling over first point does not necessarily mean you're going to keep rolling.
Here we go. Still sticking with the Orisa and the Zenyatta, so playing a much more stable, slow comp here. FoxM on the Ashe, pulls that high ground, trying to get some damage in. But Alexander Hammondton pops into the side room. Going to take a moment to heal up, gain some cooldowns back. They're going to be looking for probably a hook from the Hog to really engage this. That's what they need to just chill, hang out, pop the Orisa shield, engage when the cooldown's low. FoxM gets the first kill, though. Trades out the Tracer, so a nice way to slow this push down from Alexander Hammondton. Slowly getting towards point, and now with Bob in the side room, Alexander Hammondton should really consider going all the way out, maybe even back and under bridge. It looks like Blue's going to opt to go all the way back to main, though, and just hard regroup. Banging My Drums poking down the mid line, manages to get out safely, almost Discord orbed and dinked by Reckless, but not successful. Iron Brew just doing what he can, trying to charge this Graviton Surge. The unfortunate thing, playing with the Orisa and the Zarya, he's going to stay low charge, and he's going to have a hard time farming grab. You see it right now, as he's only 76% of the way, as there's 4 ults on side for Hammondton. Make that 1 ult as they go ahead and pop 3. Asian Music Man gets hacked in the process. The Shatter comes down. Blue finds his counterpart. Omnilus takes him out. Banging My Drums gets a triple in the middle of it all. And Alexander Hammondton looking to take this one home. They've got the point presence. Gets the kills on the Hog, having him alive there with the whole Hog for the final cap. 4-11 in the bank. And Alexander Hammondton is not going quietly in this good night.
That was a good one.
I do what I can.
So, gotta say, the tie's a possibility, but it's looking like Alexander Hammondton may have this one. They've got 4 minutes, and we saw how quickly they captured that first point.
And that's what I'm
First
saying.
time around.
Aham came out of their defense strong. Like it wasn't a full hold. They didn't stop, and they didn't stop the full capture of point B or A, but they did come out with a lot of momentum, and you see that carry over in their attack. Things were executed well. They had very good patience in that side room. They draw out the Bob. They lose the Tracer, decide to just regroup, and now they've got ult advantage. They've got their cooldowns back online. They're fighting a 6. Well played by Aham to just take a second, chill, regroup, and win the fight clean.
A little bit of that B&B action. Back out and breathe.
I'm here for it, man. Breathing, it's important, chat. Here we go. Spicy Boys staring down the barrel of 4 minutes and 11 in the face of Alexander Hammondton's attack. Will they be able to do it? Heroic back over to the Torbjorn, opting to get some of that turret damage in. Just get the free poke. May as well. I might like to see it on high ground, force the distance shots from Fox M, but he does get to play with the Rhine Shield here, so not a bad decision. Probably the better one, in fact, before chat flames me. Here we go, Aham opting to go through the side room. Cut off a bit of sightlines for that turret. Asian Music Man on the Widowmaker. Fox M with the boosted. Ash gets to the kill. This man can't be stopped on the hit scan tonight.
Just can't. He's
okay, never mind. He can. There's a hog hook. Never mind. He can. I take it back. I take it back, Jeff.
He can get stocked. He guys.
If we could swap players, I imagine we could swap casters. PBA.
Why is PBA being so mean to you tonight? My God.
That's what he does. Speaking of being mean, Omnibus just gets bullied there. The Shatter finds the shield of Blue, gets slept immediately after. Blue gets nanoed and just deletes that main tank. And this is going to be an Anubis victory for the side of Alexander Hammondton. A nice sleep, too, coming into the very end there to make sure that the cap is successful with no last-second touches. Well played, Alexander Hammondton. It's going to map number 5, folks.
It is.
Hammondton showing they're not out of this yet. They're not done.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is my internet dying, or do we have a slideshow, Billy?
It looks okay on my end.
I think your internet's dying.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Fox M wants Widowmaker plays.
You know, he got 64% kill participation, dog.
I mean, yeah. I'm not saying he's wrong for not wanting Widowmaker plays. Just reading the chat.
Fair. I guess I'm just throwing chat. Don't mind me. I'll just keep screaming. The game keeps going.
We love it. I can't. I am emotionally scarred by what I watched Fox do to my friends.
Indeed. Indeed. But that was a great example there of Spicy Boys had some phenomenal individual play from all folks included, you know, especially that Widowmaker pop-off, the Kree pop-off, Fox M. But Hammondton played as a team. And on Anubis, they played as the better team. Now, to be fair, I think their lineup highly favors the 2CP. They favor fighting as 6 in close quarters compared to some of the more chaotic, individualistic play that Spicy Boys likes to run. So we'll see how this shakes out on Nepal. Spicy Boys took home Li Zhang. Will Hammondton be able to keep the hope alive and take Nepal? Honestly, if we see Sanctum, I think Spicy Boys take this home. If they can manage to win it and Sanctum doesn't come up, Hammondton has a very, very real chance at winning Nepal and bringing it to a 3-2 situation, headed back to another hybrid map.
Sorry, so we do have some swaps. We got Sauce Boss coming in for Symphonia John. Eldorado came in for Viceroy Griff again. And we are headed to Nepal.
Now headed to Nepal.
Much excited.
I'll be curious. They had Banging My Drums play the May earlier. If we see Village come out early, they could very well go for the wall point strat with May. And that would favor the play of Hammondton. Play it slow, play around corners, grab the first point cap, and just ride it out. You know, Koth favors the first defender so heavily that I would actually really like to see it. Run the Lucio and Sauce Boss, run the Moira and Biggie Twig, and just pop Blue and on the Rhine Zarya, play point, chill out, wall up with May, and just hard play defense. We'll have to see who takes this first control here. It's gonna be so critical. Chat, it's getting down to the wire. Are Alexander...
Or is it? Is it down to the wire, or are we going to have many more maps tonight?
I don't have the space, so it's gonna have to get decided now.
You don't have the
Better
space.
find that space, boy.
And it is Sanctum.
You don't have the space.
Sanctum indeed here.
There's gonna be like 4 more maps, and you don't have the space. That's
No.
I love
Chat.
I love
right now.
David Diggs. Like, don't get me wrong, massive fan.
Shut up!
I
I want
love-
to talk about boops, Keegan.
Talking about what?
I want to talk about boops.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
How many pits are we gonna feed tonight? Who's it gonna be?
I was going
Who's
to talk
it gonna
about
be?
Daddy, but that's
Who
fine.
gets first one? How many are there? Who gets the most? I'm betting
Boop
Iron Brew
City.
gets 3. At least 3. I'm calling Iron Brew with 3. But I'm gonna call Sauce Boss with the first one. He got the double boop earlier.
Is Iron Brew gonna go for his very favorite position, where he goes like all the way around the outside of the map to get the early boop?
Yeah, probably.
I love it so much.
Biggie Twig saying they sonicked our comms. We've been made. We're sonicked. Don't talk. Imagine if Sonic Arrow gave away team chat. That'd be wild.
Yep, Dylan's going for it. God, I love this path. It's so smart.
All the way around. Oz stays on the hog. Not bad to put the pressure on the Rhine shield and also get the boop opportunity here. But with the Winston, it's going to be hard to give him any sort of support. Biggie Twig has to play the on and try to keep blue up. And Omnibus getting shredded here by the Tesla cannon. He'll be the first kill. Not what you want to see from the Reinhardt there.
Dylan goes so hard to get that kill on Asian Music Man, but Biggie Twig keeps him alive, and Dylan ends up getting hacked instead.
Sombra gonna be strong from Asian Music Man there, encountering the ball. Iron Brew getting some big slams in though. Already 50% towards his mines. Heroic does take way up there on the slam, but Fox M leading the charge all around, almost 90%. He's almost got dragons through this first fight, but it's gonna be Spicy Boys with the first cap. And that's strong. We talked about it before. The first defender favored so heavily here. Hey, there we go. There we go. We got some calls in here. Heroic gets 2. Heroic gets 2 boops with the Doomfist Snuck Monster. You mad lad.
Ooh, boops.
Spicy opting to play a little bit deep, let the dragon come through, but it doesn't hit any. They split hard. And the shatter comes through solo on Sauce Boss manages to avoid it.
Huge
Omnibus
explosion
can't
from the
hit.
mines.
The EMP comes through, committed by Asian Music Man, but it misses altogether, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and Hammondton was really
not
good
much fun.
fight there, but not capping because the fight happened a little off cap. And
Sauce Boss with a boop.
oh, the boop.
Sauce Boss gets first. Gets 1 with the whole hog. Iron Brew gets 1 as well.
Another boop.
3 boops, 1 fight. And
boops.
Spicy Boys
3
holding on
boops.
to tap.
How many boops is that total now? 5? You got
Still
5 boops?
3, if I'm not mistaken.
5 whole boops.
We do see Oz swap over to the Wrecking Ball. Dylan gets evacuated out of his deep flank. Omnibus shut down early though, but another dragon from Fox M gonna split this team a bit. Forces Alexander Hammondton to go far into the cubby. Now they're gonna be able to drop down onto point though. They send in Banging My Drums, who has the Death Blossom alone on point. But down 2 already. Will he decide to commit? He does. Banging My Drums with the maximum zoning ulti there. Opts to pop Blossom in order to clear Minefield, I suppose. It was a play, Jonah.
Yeah, and I think we saw there Hammondton had a couple good fights, but those fights kept happening at not ideal times in not ideal places. And Overwatch is a game of objectives, right? It's not, you don't win for getting a team kill. And there were some really nice team kills in there, but just not enough to follow up on. And 100-0 for Spicy Boys puts them in a really exciting position.
Absolutely. Coming up here on Shrine, This is going to be an interesting one. This is Shrine, right?
Yes. I don't.
The Nepal nipple underway. Iron Brew.
It's the one where you can spin to win a little aggressively.
Exactly. And the Spinny Boy already zooming around at the speed of sound into the back line before Alexander Hammondton can even really get.
Does he have no place to go? Does he have to follow his rainbow?
Alno's finally living away through the beginning of the fight. Won't be the first pick there. El Dorado actually gets it on the Biggie Twig. Heroic gets traded out, so down 1-1, but the better kill in favor of Spicy Boys. No Ana available. Biggie Twig opting to swap immediately over to that Moira, trying to have the survivability and the burst healing. Not a bad choice. Back in this fight pretty quick. El Dorado does fall, as does Omnibus, so a quick recap opportunity available for Alexander Hammondton if they can get the point presence. Banging my drums trades out Heroic yet again. Iron Brew opting to spin to win for a few seconds here. Plops the mines down on point. Just gives
and immediately cleaned up by Blue.
We'll see Omnibus here on point. Can he get the touch? He does indeed. It's going to be good for a few more seconds. The touch comes through.
Oh, huge chatter. Fat chat. Put your fat chats in chat, boys.
This is a good stall from Alexander Hammondton. They're going to get an extra 20, 30, 40% out of it now.
I'm not sure.
It could have been flipped.
Double boot from Iron Brew, but I'm not sure what Asian Music Man's endgame was there. He just kind of yeeted himself off the map.
You know, sometimes it be like that. They are going to have EMP here soon. They can EMP spin or EMP coalescence very effectively and get a fight win before they go past 70%, but it's going to have to happen quick, or else Spicy Boys are going to start getting scary here with their percentage capture. Reckless needs to hide with that EMP online, though. If he can get the beat off afterwards, he doesn't. The beat finds 3, no beat available. Reckless gets hacked out. Now it's going to come down, though. Didn't secure the kill on the Lucio fast enough. The spin comes through, but right in the middle of the Dragons, Fox M shuts down the Blossom from Banging My Drums.
All my friends love pressing Q.
Blue plops the Shatter onto El Dorado, and that'll be the kill. Alexander Hammondton need to win this fight. Cannot afford to lose it. It's a 4v2 situation. 3v4 situation. Several v several situation. That beat lands all the way over on Coast. Heroic yeets Sauce Boss, and no one gets the shield from it. What a shot from Heroic on the Doomfist.
Play. That's honestly Galaxy Brain.
99% in the bank for Spicy Boys. Alexander Hammondton fighting this one out, trying to stay alive. They're almost to their first cap. Iron Brew says, no, not yet. I want to win it 100-0, but not going to be the case here tonight. Spicy Boys lose their hold on the Nepal nipple.
Yeah, and a nice couple stagger kills there with Omulus and Reckless both going down. Gonna take a couple extra ticks before we see Spicy Boys group back up and hit point.
Absolutely. And that capture could have easily lasted 15% if Alexander Hammondton had staged their first
Fox.
More effectively.
Fox is Fox. It's hard to imagine we're gonna see Spicy Boys not win tonight when Fox is playing like this.
It's on fire this evening. Iron Brew plops the mines.
Literally.
Fox M throws the Dragons through it all, and this is going to be the cap. Do they have the touch? The Sombra is there. No, it's a Tracer. Excuse me, and will not survive. Spicy Boys take it home. Season 11 Grand Champions in the 4-1 victory.
So we should just go ahead and get interviews started right now because it's Fox, right? We're interviewing Fox.
Someone needs to set up that MVP vote.
I got you.
I'm sure our wonderful production manager is already underway with it. So chat.
However, chat seems very unanimous in Foxum being our MVP.
That's
I will
fair.
be shook if someone else gets MVP.
They are telling me to skip it. Like literally everybody is saying Foxum MVP.
Honestly, I don't think it's a contest here tonight, Billy.
I would agree. So get your folks in here. You want an interview?
All right, all right. Who do we want indeed, folks? Captains and Fox M, perhaps? I feel like we gotta get Fox M, but I want the captains to have a moment.
PBB8 wants MVP to go to AJ.
Here we go, friends. Line up your questions, line up your memes. I'm here for it all. Heck it. We'll let it happen. The one, the only.
Iron Brew, thank you.
Indeed, indeed. Iron Brew, I watched you get 8 kills in a single team fight on Anubis Point B. How did you do it as that Widowmaker?
Oh, I was like, you said that? I was like, did I get 8 kills on Anubis? I was like, I don't think I did.
We got him! We got him!
I don't think I killed anybody. I think I did lots of damage and did finish a single person off.
Oh my. Well, Toaster Oven and Iron Brew, GG's this evening between Spicy Boiz and Alexander Hammondton. It was an exciting match, y'all. I know the scoreline comes out heavily in favor of the Spicy Boiz, but every map felt like it could have gone any single direction.
I mean, even on the one map where the push wasn't, you didn't even cap first point, there were only 9 seconds left when y'all came back and won that map. I mean, even on a map where it easily could have felt like a steamroll, it still felt super down to the wire. It was super fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some good Overwatch.
Indeed. There was many an Overwatch played this evening. But captains, I want to give you guys the floor for a second. Any final thoughts on the season, on your team? Any comments you want to make for the league, for the boys that were along for the ride this entire season?
You make me say words.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
All right, you heard it here, folks. Heard it here.
You heard it here, folks. Everyone's
You heard it
here,
here,
we're all
folks.
having a good time.
Yeah, we have been having problems with the words first and folks tonight.
Well, quit
I
saying
did
them
the same
together.
thing on Kings Row.
Quit saying them together. Say like people or dudes or my guys.
folks.
My
If you put
dudes.
people in between first, you say it right.
Who's on first?
I guess I'll say something. I like my team. They're good dudes. A lot of my team was built around people I've been playing Overwatch with since the game came out too. So we've had a lot of natural synergy, but the couple of pieces that were picked up after the fact to fill in the extra spots fit in super well. Like Reckless slotted in just fine. Omnilus feeds a bit, but you know what? So do all of us as well.
Yeah,
So
I
it
mean,
kind of works out in the end.
as a member of Spicy Boiz when they were G-Force, before you kicked me out and kept the people who were good at the game. I mean, it's true. That's no shame. I'm not good. But no, it was super cool to watch that synergy that I saw 3 or 4 of you guys playing together last split on your team, and you could kind of see the inklings of that synergy, and then seeing it come together and coalesce really cleanly was pretty cool to cast. And also Fox clicking on heads like a fucking pro.
I still want to know what Fox's was on tonight.
Where can I buy some?
I mean,
Yeah, actually, though.
Also, chat that we did a urine analysis on Fox M.
Honestly.
Fox M was ripping people off on Anubis, but fucking first, your guys' attack, Toaster, Asian Music Man was ripping us apart too on Widow. It was literally everyone should have just played Widow tonight, but we only ever played it on 2 pushes, and both times they ripped people apart. We're like, nah, let's just do something else.
Yeah, Asian Music Man's Widow on King's Row was pretty nutty too.
Yeah, he won that first point. I feel like we had that going, and then it was like, oh, someone's dead. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, another person's dead. Whoops. All right, you'll get him next time.
I'm surprised.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm surprised you guys didn't cap Anubis second as soon as you did.
So are we.
We're
like, what's going on?
The stalls were I subbed myself out for that map, but somehow the stalls just worked every time, and I just don't know. Shout out to my team, but holy crap.
Me neither.
Y'all came back with a vengeance on Anubis for Alexander Hammondton. I could definitely feel the momentum swing. It was carrying in your favor. You guys felt strong. You guys played well as a team on that map.
Dude,
it was great to watch.
I hope
They
the
played well as
camera.
a team overall tonight.
I hope the camera didn't see what I did. First point defense Anubis.
What'd you do?
I mean, I played super well. I just had an unlucky death.
It was unfortunate, honestly.
Hey,
It was really-
hey
it
guys,
was
I
really-
got some
it was-
replays to go watch. So,
It was really unfortunate
honestly.
how, for some reason, my best play was like, okay, so what if I follow them up the stairs by myself and try to 1v6 in that mega room? And then what happened? I got fucking obliterated. And I was like, oh my god. I literally, like, I went up there, I tried to back up, and as I was backing, I was like, guys, I'm dead, I'm feeding, I'm
Like,
stupid, I'm stupid,
feeding, I made a
stupid."
mistake. Yeah.
Oh,
10 seconds
God.
before he died, he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, it was a full 10 seconds. I was like, oh, this is bad. Oh no, oh no.
Bad.
Oh my. Well, I know Chad's dying to hear it, Fox. I'm curious preemptively. What made you opt to switch to Widowmaker after you've been having such a hot game on Hanzo already?
Because his captain suggested it. Thank you.
So all the
legitimately-
credit goes to Dylan. Dylan's actually MVP. I want to recount.
Yeah, look, just because I play ball doesn't mean I'm not a smart dude, okay? I got 2 brain cells, one's for ball and one's for other functions.
Hey, you can
And
still
sometimes the
multitask.
other
All
function
you
is
gotta
team comp, okay?
I was told to play Widowmaker, to be honest. He said to take the duel, and I felt confident this evening, and it paid off, honestly.
do. Oh, yeah.
You want to know what I'm smoking? It's called vodka.
It's called
Here to
vodka,
hear.
and I ain't got a shirt on.
He's actually right. That's actually preemptively correct.
Okay, cool.
Talk
So
about
I'm
getting
gonna.
sweaty.
I don't like vodka, but I'm gonna go buy some, take my shirt off, and I'll get back to you guys and let you know how it's going.
Fox, what do you
Report
recommend? What do you
comes in.
recommend? What brand do you recommend, Fox?
Oh,
Fuel
what am
brand
I'm
vodka.
drinking Tito's, actually.
Okay,
G
that is
Fuel
easy.
brand.
From
Okay,
Austin.
good. I mean, fair. I've
Are you
already got
mixing
that
it
in.
with G Fuel and perform and
I mean,
Peds?
tea is just the vodka of Britain, right?
I don't know. I will say that tonight felt like it was my hand was guiding itself, and it was weird. I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing the entire time, legitimately, just like ha hee hooing the entire time.
Yeah, every time
So-
we got a kill on Anubis, he was like, what's going on? What's happening?
That's literally what was happening. Like,
Oh, no.
I got, wait, is that? That was literally the comm, so it's unfortunate. But
Fox
As opposed-
McCumulus has a question for Foxem. He wants to know what it's like being the better of the 2 Foxes in the PMAOWL.
I'm just trying to maintain my title, man. I'm doing my best. I'm getting older and older, so I can feel myself getting worse.
That gopher's coming for you.
Dead Gopher beat me earlier this season, but not
Yeah.
tonight, bitch.
Yeah, the second dead gopher signs up for this league, it's over for you fools.
Someone go make a dead gopher alt account
You
right
think I don't
now.
already have one? I already made the
My
Twitch
DPS
account.
is nothing next to Dead Gopher.
What did I miss? That's the only
Oh,
question.
you must not have been there for that night. I don't even remember what it was. It was the MVP vote happened one night, and I like put a joke as a dead gopher in the in the MVP vote, and he won by like 6 votes.
He beat me, and I was supposed to be the MVP, and then he just suddenly appeared. Fucking
Yo,
the Black Horse or
this
Dark
is
Horse.
this is the next Twitch emote we need. Yes, it needs to be it needs to be a dead gopher holding Widow's sniper, like a dead gopher as
A
Widow.
dead gopher, like a dead gopher falling over with a blue #1 ribbon on.
I'm furious.
We'll just tell Twitch for review. It's the Gopher's just sleeping. Sleeping.
He's a very sleepy gopher.
He's the best at sleeping.
Wow.
Oh, good. Folks, I've used all my words and all my brain cells casting 5 maps of wonderful Overwatch. Take it
Imagine
away.
if we went to 7.
Thankfully, we didn't.
Oh my god.
I'm actually gonna lose my mind. I'm so sorry. I just checked fantasy, and I forgot to move Gasket off my bench, and he has 15 points already.
Sports ball.
No.
This is esports, not real sports. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, but Morgan's the one beating me, so it's related.
Chat, give us the questions. Give me
Well,
the juice.
a dead gopher asked, "Yo, what are next season signups?" And Billy the Game Goat did say, "Well, check the league news."
Check
In
the league
Discord.
news.
'Cause there's going
Gotta
to
get
be
the Discord, Gopher.
just to remind everybody. Since I am community manager, and I think this is my job, and I think I forgot to remind people. If you have not voted for council voting. I think it's already over, to be honest.
I thought it was the
No, we haven't until the
27th, right?
27th.
Oh, okay. Well, you got till what's that?
3 days from now.
Sunday.
Yeah.
If you have not voted, please go vote. There is a channel up and under important PMAOWL channels. Go ahead and click on that season 11-12 elections. Make sure you vote for All Stars. Important All Stars news. All Stars is being pushed back a week from its original date of tomorrow, this Saturday, to next weekend. There will be more information posted in the Discord. We got some more stuff coming out. I will be posting the results of who got in, who was voted in. I'll let everyone know that. There will be a couple game modes we'll be playing and a super secret special event at the end of All Stars that you're going to want to tune in for. It's going to be spicy.
Is it gonna be Boiz?
No, it's a secret.
No.
Oh.
It's a super secret that I think a lot of people already know about, but if you know about it, shut your mouth. It's a secret. No secret spillers.
Yeah, don't be secret spill.
Are we bringing back everyone who's left the Overwatch League to play for one more game?
Yeah.
No.
Amazing. Now, we're actually bringing all people from PMA League
It's
who have
something.
never touched Overwatch.
It's actually something so exciting. It's so meme-tastic. It'll blow your mind.
So it's top 6 MVPs versus the Florida Mayhem.
No, versus 6 Gophers.
So versus 6 10 Gophers.
Over 6 dead gophers.
No, it's just a Dylan Super Mario 64 speedrun.
Oh, dude, no, I can't. They changed the.
No, you
backwards
just play the old one.
Can't
Just play the old one.
Play the old one. Play it on
Play
the
the old
computer.
Yeah.
Like it.
There you go.
Dude, would people tune into All Stars if it was just playing Super Mario for half an hour?
Honestly, probably.
we cut for a break. It comes back. Oh, if anyone else caught my stream earlier today, I figured out how to do one of those anime VTuber avatars.
Oh no!
So you could tune in and watch me. I'll speedrun Mario with my anime YouTuber. How about that? An anime VTuber, just for you, Billy.
Blessed content.
Oh my. Well, Taco, Phantom Tones. Any
been a
further
blast.
questions for our gentleman here?
Nah,
No,
really, really good games.
absolutely on both sides.
Toaster Oven, Taco, FoxM, any closing thoughts on this season?
And thanks you guys for casting this evening. I'm excited for next season, to be honest. I'm ready to get rocking again on it. So
I'm like already hyped
You
for
better
next
watch
season.
out.
Season.
Next
Like, I've
Season-
got the
Season
Renaissance.
12, sponsored
Season
by
12.
Bang Sauce and Tito's.
Yeah.
Bang Sauce and Tito's. Hell yeah, dude.
you know, I'm gonna contact Tito's. I'm gonna send him that clip
I
and say, "Can you
am-
guys play video games?"
Send that- Fox, I would be so happy if you like tweeted that clip at Tito's. It was like,
Yo, I'll go get my giant thing of Tito's right now. Let's go.
Overwatch play brought to you part by Tito's vodka.
no, I was
Drink
just
responsibly.
What's their slogan?
click on heads.
Tito's, take off your shirt and kill somebody.
Oh my god!
When you go to their website, when you go to their website, it says Tito's. Are you of legal drinking age?
Oh, guys, if you click no,
I don't know if-
responsibility.org.
I don't know if that's their logo. Hold on, what's their slogan?
I don't
And they
think they have
podcast
one.
in Austin,
It
Texas.
seems Texas born and raised is the first thing on
Well,
their
that's
Google.
my slogan. They can't use that. That's registered. What the hell?
All right.
Oh,
friends.
dude, here it is. Sorry. Our response to COVID-19. Here's their slogan.
Oh wait, it's America's original craft vodka. That's what it is.
That actually might be right. That actually might be right.
Well,
Well, let me go get
Toaster-
some Tito's.
That's not very
Toast
spicy.
Iron Brew, Foxum, thank you so much for coming in the booth. Macnar, thank you as always for putting on this absolute clown fiesta of madness that was this evening. And for the friends and participants of FIMU Alpha Overwatch League, this has been season number 11, Grand Finals, your champions, Spicy Boys. Thank you all for hanging out here this evening. Give them some hype in the Discord. We'll see you back here real soon for season number 12. We'll see you for All Stars coming up 1 week from now. Go vote. Go have a wonderful evening. Go keep being beautiful people. And we'll catch you in the next season.
Cue the spicy boy anthem. Spicy boys, we're really, really spicy. Spicy boys.